babies.
Wait,
and,
did Leon honestly not answer?
Oh,
he didn't answer.
He
No.
was just like, "Fuck you. Why do you?"
Yeah,
want to
fuck
know?
you. Why are you asking me the time? What a weird question. About Bibby. I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years, but I never thought my big sis was my big sis's big sis. So confusing. Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
Oh, so
and
helpful.
you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Sis. Still just as confusing.
So we've got Chibi One-chan, and what is the big one called? I don't know what the big one is called.
It's snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
And Mizuki is like BB's clone. Date already knows this. BB told him, but Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet, so they still think they are just sisters.
Well, there you go.
Weirdly identical sisters. Of
Yeah.
Tamagotchi hasn't gone off in a while. Is it recent?
Our
Yeah, what's up
Tamagotchi
with
hasn't
Tamagotchi?
gone off either. I think it's just because they know at this point, let's focus on the plot.
I took my
probably.
dead Tamagotchi off my backpack. So I need a new
Press
keychain.
F5 in the chat for Rob's dead Tamagotchi.
I need a new keychain for it.
Okay.
I thought the Tamagotchi would be like a fun little gift, but you have to fucking pay attention to that thing like 5+ times a day.
Yeah.
It's like a pet.
Which honestly, 5 times a day is actually not a lot.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
not a
I
lot.
had to pay attention to Chloe a
think
lot more than 5 times a day, my man.
Yeah.
I
my
don't
rats.
to my cats.
I'm the girl with the
Goddamn it,
gum.
cats
Well,
can take
There's
care
no
of
such as an
themselves better.
outside Tamagotchi.
Well, it's because you picked a cat. Cats can survive on their own. Dogs and Tamagotchis cannot. Dogs need constant attention.
Oh, I found out, fun fact, a somewhat concerning percentage of dogs also eat their owners if they die.
I mean,
Not just cats.
I believe Chloe would eat me when I
100% of
die,
cats,
Yeah.
but a
I
concerning
believe
percentage
I
of
would believe
dogs.
Chloe would mourn me for a day and then be like, "Well, my food bowl's not filling itself now."
It
My
tends.
rats would
It
eat
does
them.
tend to be little dogs that are more likely to eat them, and they
That
tend to go
tracks.
for the ears and the nose and the lips
Uh-huh.
and the eyes.
I mean, at its core, I think dachshunds are significantly more loyal where they wouldn't do that because they're specifically bred for their
Yeah, they're
loyalty.
merger machine. No, I thought they were bred to be murder machines.
Well,
Yeah,
they're bred to be
moles.
murder machines, but the biggest trait they have is loyalty. They love one person and they never want to leave that person's side. And for me, that is Chloe and me.
That's
So,
the
yeah.
breed that Gonzo is. That's one of his traits, and that makes a lot of problems when Danielle's cat wants to scream anytime he gets near us.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. Well,
That's
Chloe,
going better though.
Chloe
so.
does. Chloe, like anytime a dog comes near me, Chloe starts. She doesn't.
The
She'll,
murder.
Well, she doesn't bark about it, but she always tries to nudge her way into it. It's like, hey, this is my human. And she gets on their backs, or she just just jumps on me. It's like, hey, this is my human. Give me the attention.
Just like Kaname again.
Yeah, I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
Oh.
What?
Wait, didn't we know that?
Oh, so we
Well, that
kinda-
was in the not true timeline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
May I
Oh.
ask why? Leon, you couldn't hear me. I didn't actually ask that out loud.
What?
No, she just you just didn't ask. Yeah, she just
Yeah,
as
it's just-
general.
oh,
yeah.
Kizzy's father won't accept me, rich bitch.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
I want it to be Guantanamo Bay.
Good news is that's a place where we can send people anytime we want to.
Now
now
we can send them to Guantanamo Bay and
Or
El
El Salvador.
Oh
I'm
boy.
looking forward to being in an El Salvadorian jail.
Well, only the worst violent offenders at first are supposed to go. So
At first.
you're supposed to.
At first.
At first.
Yeah.
But they have a lot.
Then
of
it could
room
be
in those
redheads
jails.
or people with freckles or people who hate Donald Trump.
Well, I'm gonna lobby for people named Ross first.
That's fair. That
But I
makes
also
sense. Yeah.
can you write me into your will first? Now that you'll be dead, can you just make sure that all your stuff goes to me when you go to prison?
I will set my stuff on fire before I give it to you.
Yeah, but when you set yourself on fire, can you make sure it all?
No,
goes
I said
to
I'll set the stuff on fire.
Oh, the stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's
That's okay. I don't need any of your shit anyways. I plan on getting a DualSense Edge.
It's interesting. The
new DualSense Edge comes out in a week.
The DualSense Edge also has shitty battery life. And
Oh yeah, it's got shitty battery life. But
yeah.
I like the rest of it. I like the haptics.
I hate the
personally.
PS5
I fucking
controller.
love the haptics.
I fucking hate the
I
PS5
love the
controller.
fucking
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
of things. I love the resistance.
You love the.
You know, if
I
you
gotta
get
push
the-
the button harder.
Yeah,
Oh.
you do.
Oh, I gotta push the button
It's
even
good
harder.
for racing games.
He's leaving.
He's leaving.
The cops leaving.
The cops
He's
are
leaving.
leaving.
The cops are leaving.
Cool. Now I can commit crimes. Excellent. Okay, cool.
Someone walking out there with a flashlight?
There,
that's a
yes.
gun. Oh, what?
No, yeah, there is a guy walking around with a flashlight.
Oh,
Is that also a cop?
There's a dog there.
Oh, okay.
Just probably just walking the dog. So you two,
Yeah, they're both on the run for love. But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
right? We need some more time to think about it and steal money from my dad's because Leon doesn't have a job.
I mean, yes.
Did you tell your dad? I have told him that I am safe and sound. Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped again, because that I felt would have been weird to do again. I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Actually-
about all this, you guys.
Ross, the killer, is it a pair of people that you wrote down?
Oh, is it more
It
than
is
one
not
person?
a pair of
Oh,
people. It
good
is one
thinking.
person.
Okay, never mind. I
It's
had something
Lee-
going in my mind. But
It's Leon and Kizuna, and we just
Yeah.
don't find out till they've already eloped.
Yeah, we just
well, no.
we get a message that says, "Hey, we murdered everybody, but now we're in Hawaii. Good luck
Murder's fine,
extraditing
bitch.
us."
Oh, okay. Well, Hawaii is easy to go get them from.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Actually,
have
we're
to
in
go to
we're in
another random
Texas. Come get us in Texas. What was your theory, Michael?
I had a feeling it was Ryuki and his Aiba.
His twin brother, or
Oh, I mean, Ryuki and Tama just count as choosing.
yeah, I'm
Ryuki.
choosing Ryuk. Yeah, so that would count. But yeah, anyway, BB, what do you got to tell us here? Where's the real Genny? I don't know, but not here.
Yeah, it's fine. I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too? Yeah, you know where he's
Where the
at.
fuck would Gen be?
You know where he's at.
I don't actually know where Gen would be
I know,
at.
I know you know where he's at.
Where did you find? When did you find the corpse in the freezer? Last
No,
night.
he's at Mama's.
Date called
he's
me
just
out
at
of the
Mama's.
blue. He told me about the corpse
Which is still
Oh.
there.
He's either at Mama's or at fucking.
and how he was pretending to
What's
be
the other
Genny,
This place?
and everything
Oda's
else he
place.
knew. You're talking about he's at Gen's at Mama's place?
Mama's or Oda's would be my guess.
Well, he hates Oda, so it's probably Mama. Bibby. Bibby? What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
Quit being a fucking weirdo.
Okay. All right, let's get to the man himself
My
here.
original
Uh,
BB.
let me just say one thing.
Date's my Habibi.
What was it? What'd you say?
Let me just say one
Oh.
thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life because you're my kid and I fucking left 6 years of the most important years of your life?
No, it's not that.
Well, good.
Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that.
I
No,
don't have
not
emotions.
that either.
Yeah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's been 2 days. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time. So I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you, it's not that.
I'm home. Let me try that again. I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear? Yeah, all right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki. I'm home.
Aw.
Welcome back, Date.
That's what he said, Aiba.
But that's
and
not
Alaska.
actually what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
You what? No!
Critical hit.
Actual like emotion.
I was gonna say I did like the actual emotion between
yeah,
these
as long
two.
as all of the fucking NTR porn is still on the hard drive, we'll be fine.
I think the hard drive's gone
What?
too. Yeah.
NTR, what?
That's what's on Date's hard drive.
All
Is
the
it
cuckoldry
confirmed,
porn.
or-
all the cuckoldry? Yeah.
Well, they
mentioned that
translated it as
multiple times.
cuckoldry.
Oh,
That's
what is
yeah.
NTR?
It's when the main character gets cheated on by his girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
what we
there's
call
like a
as cuckoldry.
specific there's
yeah.
a specific thing that makes it slightly different from cuckoldry. It's like the point of view.
Oh,
Yeah.
Instead of
okay.
like getting off from
getting off from
From,
being
like,
in
the
the
wife?
situation, you're just in the closet dressed as Superman watching it. Yeah. I
yes,
gotcha.
actually. Well,
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
cool. I
sort
was
of,
right on that.
basically.
Cool.
It's like no. Yeah,
I don't know
think
why I
no,
know
I think
that,
you're
but
right.
yeah,
I think
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
No, I think that's. I think
Actually,
that's
I
right.
don't understand the appeal, so I can't really explain myself.
You
I
know,
don't
sometimes
understand
you
the
just
appeal
want to,
either.
sometimes
It
you just want to
got
watch,
weirdly
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you're watching Rick and
Hugely
Morty
popular.
and stuff happens. I don't know. Anyway, who is the corpse in the freezer?
Why are you watching Rick and Morty and jacking off?
Don't worry about that. Anyway, no, they talked about it, Rick and Morty. That's why I know what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah, let's talk about it later.
Come on, don't
Wait,
just
they do
brush
bring it
it
up in Rick and Morty? That's fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
In like the third episode, Jerry's dad is likes to watch his wife being fucked while dressed as Superman in the closet. Yeah, so
Too bad the anime wasn't good.
yeah, the anime sucked. It was not good. But anyway, about the body in the freezer.
Superman anime or the Rick and Morty anime?
The Superman
Rick
anime is
and
good. The
Morty.
Rick and Morty anime sucks.
I hear the Batman anime was surprisingly good with really good fight
Yeah,
scenes.
I want to watch it because it's Bruce Timm, the guy who did Batman the animated series, who made it.
Oh, damn.
Is
Yeah.
that the Batman as I said in like feudal Japan or something?
No, the Batman that's set in like the 1920s,
Oh, never mind.
where everybody threw a hissy fit because he gender swapped the Penguin.
Oh, no.
It's so crazy.
Hey, that's just what we call in the business TC Purge, or the woke mind virus.
Yes,
Mind
we're
virus.
learning TC purchased the woke mind virus.
Yeah, trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
But
So
basically,
I'm not
we
going to tell
already
you
know.
about the body. It's too confusing.
Well, but we as players have already deduced everything
Ignore
about
the fact
what
that I'm
body
hiding
is.
important details
Why
about
were you
the
pretending
case.
to be Genny?
I like to feel big and strong. I know that the Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So by borrowing the mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of the Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people all come here all the time.
I've
all the
never
time.
seen them here, but
Yeah,
sure.
they're here all the goddamn time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them. I'm doing detective
Why do you
work.
reveal your identity now, detective?
Yeah, make a note of this. I've only been doing this for the last 4 days, but I'm making it sound like I've been doing it forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, this idea just came to me like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest here. This has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this
Yeah,
on my
you
own.
think?
We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, the Nirvana Initiative. So, first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranashi.
Dante and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had. Wait, so when did they interact in the past?
That was
Which
at the
spot was that?
factory. At
Okay.
the factory, yeah. So the whole thing with
Whose factory?
going into terrorist somnium, that was these two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, with that whole
Yep.
setup. Yeah.
It's
where
also why the masked woman was not one of the people who came when we went to go rescue Kizuno at the Institute, because she was injured from her fight with Ryuki.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, and they pulled out Terror's eye.
Well, we did not pull out Terror's Eye. We're still not entirely certain why that's a thing.
I'm just going to assume that there isn't a break in the fucking canon, or there isn't a break in the whatever it's called.
I just think Pewter made upgrades to the system. That's what I think. Yeah.
I mean, that's also possible. It's weird, but
Yeah.
possible. Yeah, I shared everything I had. Then I told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Yeah, basically.
But I do like how it basically explained like that whole weird section we had. It's like, oh, it's weird because it's in the past, and we didn't know it was in the
Yeah,
past.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's just fascinating to look back on that now. Yeah. Okay,
Fun stuff. Like it.
I'll
I
ask
mean, you know,
again.
like it, yeah.
What's the deal with the corpse?
Hairline
Why
food.
is it in the freezer?
It's better if you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
It's not one at all.
It's half. Ba-dum-bump.
But
Yeah. The game's chugging along. No, yeah, well, that's actually my computer that's making the sound.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's fine though. That's just normal function of the computer. It just makes that sound.
Overkill.
So the other half of the body we found here
Right.
with the safe and everything. Yeah.
Thank God he's out of the suit.
So you finished reading the file. What'd you say?
Thank God he's out of that suit.
I thought it would be
Oh,
funnier
out of
if
the
he.
Gen
I
suit.
would have been funnier if he
Just-
just kept it on the whole climax of the game. Yeah,
I mean, it'd be good.
it'd be funny. Yeah.
I kind of assumed he was going to.
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin Fury. That's what he really looks like.
A bitch. Yeah, and this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Shikara, and Andes Kamiji.
So Jin Fury is the clone.
Did I go
of-
with clone Mizuki? Jin
You
Fury's not a
went with clone
clone.
Mizuki, yeah. So you're gonna be wrong on that one. I'm pretty confident, Rob. Ryuki is still unknown here.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
It's like, what's he doing? Like, where is he in all this?
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
Is it a bomb?
This is the thing Ryuki opened, by the way, that I'm convinced is TC Purge.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
Hmm.
The box appears to have
Okay, that's all there is
a
to this
jet-like
right now.
nozzle
This is
device.
a bizarre-looking box inside. Have I said some kind of weird jet-like device?
Jet-like
Okay.
device.
Uru's right half. So what was your question again, Mike? Was regards to
Jim Fury is Uru's copy or
No.
steroid?
Uru was a random orphan that they abducted at the orphanage because he had similar DNA to Jin.
And which of those two are the ones that murder those people?
So Uru was the one who murdered Jin, who murdered
Orphan.
Chikara, and who murdered Komiji. And he's also been Terror this whole time.
And
Why did he go off the end like that?
Because Jin has all of his organs.
Yep. So he hated Jin because Jin stole everything from him. He hated Chikara because Chikara's the one who did his experiments on him. And he hated Komiji because Komiji tried to blackmail him.
So Uru had good reason. Well, he took it out on innocent
So
people.
Uru did kill the people in the past, but
Yeah.
then he dies in the future. And
Correct.
So, we're
So
trying to figure out
somebody
who killed
murdered him.
and Tokiko.
Correct. That's
So
what we're trying to
figure out
solve now.
Who murdered him and Tokiko?
Yeah.
So Ryuki was a candidate. It's probably not Mizuki. It's probably Kaname Date.
Probably Kaname Date. Yeah.
He had amnesia.
You
Very
changed?
convenient amnesia.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that outfit was so hard to move.
I guess, we threw out the idea of it still being like a weird Saito thing. We can't rule out that he's not still Saito. That'd be crazy if that came back in the final act here. As
That
the
would be
thing.
fun.
I'd be so
Yeah.
mad.
I mean, it could also just be a Mame because we know fuck all about her.
I don't think it's a Mame. I think she's too stupid to do it.
Yeah, with the wireframe, all that stuff in. And I made it in
Yeah.
like an afternoon
Are
because I
Leon
had
and
the
Kizuna
idea.
okay? Leon and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split at Brahmin. They're not going far away, are they?
Yeah, they should be fine. They said they were going to think real hard about where to go, which means they're probably at Mama's about now,
That probably makes sense, yeah.
doing some hard thinking.
About Jin Fury.
Oh, and something
I
hard.
don't need to explain it. Fuck off. I ain't explaining shit.
Well,
again.
there you go. Jin Fury, the child of Tokiko and Chikara. So for the record, that thing on his face is a percent birthmark, which is considered a holy symbol among the Order of Percent, the religious cult that Chikara was in, which is different than Nai, which is the other religious cult about us being in a simulation.
Right, two simulation cults. Which one is Elon Musk in?
Elon Musk would have been part of Tokiko's sect, which is Nai, which is basically the idea of crashing the simulation.
I mean,
Versus
he
Chikara's
has,
is more about worshiping the simulation.
he has said, I mean, the man's just full of shit about everything he says, but he has said something about believing in the simulation theory.
Oh, yes. Of course he has, yeah.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body. But they're kind of operable because they gave it to terror.
Also true, too. Jin might have had the worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young.
I was saying, he's like a tragic figure.
I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Well, because Chikara did it. He was a kid. Like, that's not really his fault. Yeah. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get. Baron Pervert.
Hey, that's me, Baron von Pervert.
Cool, excellent.
I will ride again.
When did you get here? Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase, because he's got that skill set.
So the lock you mentioned earlier,
It's right, the lock to the staircase door.
that's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
And the four of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
Yeah, because the Nai Underground's not wheelchair accessible.
Bastards.
Yeah, that's a violation right there, I feel like.
No, it's
And
not
that-
a violation. Haven't you been paying attention? They
Oh,
fired
yeah.
everyone related to accessibility.
Yeah, that's fair, actually, yeah. Fuck people who need anything special. And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform. For the record, I'm not saying that. That's what the government is saying.
That is what the government's saying, which is funny because a whole bunch of veterans that voted for Trump got fired.
They sure did.
Leopards ate my face. Strikes again.
Why would the leopards eat my face? It makes no sense. Anyway, what happened until
I didn't say
now?
that.
Oh, well,
He said that.
I
I
sure
said it.
yeah, I sure did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cops are back.
Oh, hey,
Look,
they
cops are-
they
no,
heard
no,
me
hey,
say
back
that. Yeah. I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I invited him. I visited him.
Yeah, and I looked like Gen, so he wasn't concerned.
He
Friendly
told
old
me a
Gen.
lot.
About his or about his body and his oldest sister and about the hidden safe.
That's how they found out how to be here. That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah, you didn't know?
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A Mame Doi.
Really? Yeah, that is weird, Mizuki. I agree. I used Marco's X-ray function.
Classic Marco.
Marco? The name of my eyeball in my left eye.
No, there's another eyeball.
There's a third eyeball.
And it's Marco.
Oh, so she had like a
He's pretty
interesting-looking
shy.
pupil.
He doesn't talk much.
Oh my god.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abus, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye.
Do you think Marco's from Spain?
I was
A
gonna say
romantic Spaniard?
a romantic
Marco
Spaniard. Well, if we're gonna do this, he's gonna be voiced by like Flavio. I think that's what's gonna happen. Because I haven't given Flavio a voice in this game yet. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba.
All right, but you got to make it
But
robot
Iba
Flavio.
and Date. Oh, I'll do that. Don't you worry. Yeah, Iva and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an eyeball at all, so...
I see. Blindo, I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then. Because of the explosion, right. Yes.
It's kind of sad. I made so many memories with you, Iba. And you don't remember them at all. It's very bad. Why were Iba and Date fighting?
Yeah, well, you see, I was just so preoccupied with my work.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
Damn. That sucks.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry. I told you 1,000,000 times it was just a watermelon splitting video. She just split it with her thighs in
Oh, I'll say,
VR.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've seen that video.
Yeah, I've seen it too, actually.
But have you seen it in VR?
About Uru Somizuki. I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somizuki, he's the child that was kidnapped from Iowa when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him.
They stole him from the minimum security orphanage.
They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right, and it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
Classic face transplant. A holy symbol for the order of percent. It was considered sacred.
And Shikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all these transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half. The
Get
irony.
wrecked, bitch.
Yeah.
The fucking irony.
Free to free.
Yeah.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why.
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe they were the same person.
Look, I made mistakes sometimes, man. Just remember my name. That's all I ask.
I don't believe he ever makes mistakes.
Well, in this case, he clearly did. I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the Nirvana initiative, right? Yeah, but what does that got to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana initiative still happening?
Are they about
I mean,
to
after
launch?
all, Terror's dead.
Are they about to launch a fucking bunch of fucking plague missiles into the air?
They sure are, yeah, as far as we know. Right, the mastermind is dead, but you saw it on the night of the 13th on the rooftop of Misaton.
Shazam!
Michael.
Oh man, the rehearsal is finished. Next is the real show.
But he's supposed to be dead, so is there somebody new who's pretending to be Terror?
Yeah.
Or was it a pre-recorded
Well, is
message?
he dead yet? He wasn't dead when that was done, right?
He was dead. Because the missiles
she
were in
says
the
that was
future
Terror.
because both Masked Woman
died
and
in
Mizuki were there.
But he died in the future, so he could have said this stuff before he died, right?
No. Well, it could have been a pre-recorded message.
I see.
Let's walk through this again because it's complicated. Uru was dead at the stadium on the night of the 10th. On the night of the 13th,
10th,
in the future, the missiles went off on the top of Misaton and Terror was
And he-
taunting us. And
he
we
was
know that's
dead
in the
3
future.
days earlier.
Correct.
Okay.
So somebody is still pretending to be Terror, or maybe that's a pre-recorded message or something. I don't know. Sorry, my football is asleep here. Sorry, Chloe.
Get wrecked.
Right? All right, there we go.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice. Now, granted, there is stuff like the Vocaloid collar and stuff, so it could be literally anybody.
Yeah.
So we already established
Good
that's a
old fucking
thing.
technology.
Yeah. Also, when Uru talks, he's got the same voice as like the muffled, like, you know, Mr. Policeman, why didn't you stop me? I gave you all the clues. It's that voice, yeah. It's like, you know, the garbled up thing.
I
and
bet
everything.
Iris did the killings.
Yeah, she probably did the killings, exactly. But Uru should have been dead.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps his voice was
That
recorded.
could
Which
be
we
it,
said.
Yeah. Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terra died, which means
The main event will likely still happen as well. Yeah, it's safe to assume it's going to proceed as planned.
which should be today. But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana initiative. Isn't it just basically the plot of Kingsman?
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea.
You
Let's
know,
go
that's fair.
talk to
Why don't
Ryuki.
we ask the
Then
culprit?
they turn to the camera. Well,
Yeah. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, asshole?
No, that is not what I meant.
What?
There
Why
are
not?
other culprits.
I just did what you said.
Whoever killed
Literally
Uru
what
and
you said.
Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana initiative.
I don't know for sure, but they
But
at least
Ryuki's
might
not
have
here.
some clues.
Ryuki's not here.
He is not here, correct.
he's
Real
never
suspicious.
been here. Yep.
Yep.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're going to need some extra help.
Help?
Boss.
Over here. Come with me.